Well, welcome to the book spot. This is a spot where people get their books written, folks. I know it to be true. And I'm Joseph McCray. I'm your author who wants to share with you about writing. So I was thinking about tonight's show and I thought, you know what? Let's take the audience back to the beginning. In the beginning, right? In the beginning. How do you get started? How do you get started? Well, you first get started with an idea. You have an idea, you have something on your mind, and you start to write about it. You start to think about it, and you want other people to know about it. And so my book was birthed because of the memory of my mom. And I missed her so much that I wrote letters to her. I just kept writing these letters, and I realized, you know what, to really capture it, I needed to put it in the book. And I want to tell you that it took many years. It took many years before I really got the ball moving. And one really big thing that happened to me, I saw the movie The Help, The Help, and it really inspired me and encouraged me to, hey, you know what, no more wasting time. Let's get this book written. And so that was the motivating factor that really turned the table for me. But I don't know what it is for you. I don't know what it is for you, but I do know there's a book in you. And this show is only for people who have a book in them. That's the only ones who's going to be really interested in the words that I speak, right? The scripture says, death and life are in the power of the tongue, Proverbs 18:21. And those who love it will eat of its fruit, I mean. And so when you hear these words that I'm speaking, they are life. They're life to you because there's a book in you. There's a book that you need to get out of you into the world and put it into the world. And so Book Spot is here to encourage people, to inspire people to get their books written, to get the things that's been on their mind and share it with the world, share it with their family, share it with people all over the world, folks. Don't limit yourself. There is something that you have on the inside of you that can benefit people all over the place, right? There's a story, there's a testimony, there's an experience you might have had that people really need to know about. And so I encourage you to write your book. That's what the book spot is here every first and third Wednesday at 7 p.m. to talk about writing, talk about getting your book written. And you wonder sometimes, like, what is this guy always on here, talking about writing? There's a joy, there's an excitement, there's a fulfillment when you write your book. I'm telling you, I have experienced it with every book I've written, and it's no different for you. It's going to be no different for you. You're going to experience a fulfillment and an enjoyment that you've never experienced. It's going to be a life changing experience for you when you take the pen, put it to the paper, or pull out the recorder, whatever you use to write your story, to write what's been in your heart, what's been in your mind. And when you express it and share it in a tangible form, such as a book, you're going to be so blessed. You're going to be so encouraged. You're going to be so pumped up. You're going to say, wow, why did that take so long to do that? And so that's what the book spot is here to do, is to inspire you, encourage you. And so I thought about in the beginning, what happens in the beginning? There's some fear, there's some ambivalence. Can I really do it? Maybe you don't have people in your corner. Maybe people aren't really pumped up about it. Maybe people aren't really that excited. You may find that. But guess what? Nothing can stop you if you're determined to do it. Nothing can stop you. If you're inspired, motivated, all that stuff to do it, you'll do it, and it will be a blessing to you first and foremost, and then to others. And so, just trying to get you hooked, just trying to get you excited, just trying to get you pumped up about writing, about becoming an author, about being a blessing first to yourself and then to other people. That's what writing a book will do. It will bless you, but then it will bless other people. Other people will be inspired. Other people will be encouraged. Other people will read what's on your mind. That's what you do. You loan your mind to the world and to other people. Dr. Lewis Greenup, well-known minister, said, you loan your mind to people when you read a book. So when we buy books and read books, people are loaning their minds to us. They are letting us into their thoughts. And sometimes those thoughts are amazing. Sometimes they're incredible. Sometimes they pump you up and inspire you, and they give you direction for your life, right? Some people have written books and have changed the whole course of the way we do things, right? And so don't limit yourself. Don't say, oh no, like, who am I? How can I do that? You are somebody. You can do it. You need to put some practice in, put some work in, put some time in, because in the beginning, you're going to start out trying to figure it out, right? You're going to be fiddling around. You're going to be starting and stopping. You're going to do all that in the beginning. But guess what? I want to encourage you to keep at it. I want to encourage you to not delay, not delay. I don't want you to have regrets. The worst thing as we get older is to look back at our lives and think about the things we should have done, could have done. And I don't want writing a book to be one of those shoulda, couldas. I want it to be, I did it, I did it. I started putting it down. I got it organized later. I got with an editor. They cleaned it up for me. And I'm holding in my hand my precious book, my story, the thing I wanted to share with the world. And folks, I'm telling you, it's an incredible adventure. It's an incredible endeavor. Okay. You're not going to look back and say, oh, what a waste of time. You're not going to do that. You're going to be so excited, so thankful that you did it. So the show is about in the beginning. How do you get it started? Well, you get it started by just start dribbling down some things. When I started writing, I just started writing notes to my mom, just as if she was still here. I just, Ma, I thought about you today. And I took those notes, put them together. Then I met with my family members and interviewed them to get their story, asking about different aspects of her life. And guess what, folks? Her life is treasured in a book. It's in a book called Pushing On, Wonderful Stories About Josephine Jordan. This is what inspired me. This is what got me writing. The love of a mom that I wanted to always treasure. I wanted to always be able to grab that book and just read some things and just be inspired. There are people who read it and told me how the stories have really blessed them, how they saw like their own family, their own mom, all of that, folks. But it wouldn't have happened if I didn't stick with it, right? It wouldn't have never happened if I didn't um, just kept working at it, just never giving up. And finally, it came to pass. And not only that book, but many other books too, folks. You'll discover that, hey, you know what? It's a beautiful thing to tell your story and to share it and to just take what was on your mind. And for me, it was grief. It was grief of losing my mom, but it became joy, it became excitement, it became such a legacy to know that her life, or at least part of her life, is written in a written format and a tangible format for all the world to know about. And so I want to encourage you tonight. The book spot is here. That's all it is. It's here to encourage you. It's here to pump you up. It's here to tell you about book writing. It's here to tell you about the beauties of it, the joy of it. But there has to be a beginning, right? There has to be a beginning. You have to get started. You can't keep delaying. You can't keep saying shoulda, coulda, woulda done it. Folks, I'm telling you, you got to get it done. You got to step out there. You got to step out of the boat onto the water and just start walking. Just have faith. Just believe that if you put in the time, if you put in the effort, if you do the research, if you go to the workshops, watch the YouTube video, grab some books on writing, like, you can do it. It's not impossible, okay? Not impossible. It can happen for you. like it has happened for so many people throughout the world. Don't you ever say, you know what, that's too hard to do, or, I'm not sure, I'm not smart enough. You know, hey, there are people that can help you. If you type in a search and say, how to get help with writing a book, you'll find it and you'll make it happen. And you'll fulfill a dream. You'll fulfill a dream. You'll fulfill a desire, and you will also have such a fulfillment in your life that you will be blown away. You'll say, wow, why did I wait so long? Why did I do this a long time ago? But forget about that part. You're going to do it now. You're going to do it now in 2026. You're going to give yourself an end date. When are you finishing your book? When I talk to people, they keep telling me about the book and book. I ask them, when are you finishing the book? You see, sometimes they want to get into when they're going to start it, but I want to know when you're going to finish it, right? You're going to finish it in 6 months, 9 months, 4 months. You have to have a target where you are pressing towards, where you see yourself going towards. You see yourself in August finishing your book. You see yourself in December. It doesn't take that long if you really put in the work. If you really have the commitment and you really feel that, hey, you know what, I got to get this out of me, right? I got to get this story out of me. I got to tell the world about when I was a teenager, or when I went to college, or my first love, or whatever it is. It becomes such um, an obsession. It becomes so strong on the inside of you that you just find yourself thinking about it all the time, and every moment you get, you're just writing, you're just getting that out of you. And when it completely takes place, when you see the completed uh, finished work of it, I'm going to tell you, it's such an awesome fulfillment. Like you're gonna be like, wow, like a whole light bulb is gonna go off. You're just gonna be like, man, I never knew life could give you such a great feeling. And that is what happens when you write a book. That's what happens. It happened to me. And when I talk to people, they say it happened to them too, you know, because you no longer have to uh, have all these thoughts in your head. People don't have to wonder about what you think about certain things, because they can just grab your book, right? Like they don't have to ask you, what do you think about um, your mom, or what do you think about your relationships, or what do you think about drugs and alcohol. Like they can just grab your book and say, oh, this is what you think about it, right? Because you wrote about it. And so that is an awesome thing to be able to do. And I encourage you who are watching this, and who are going to watch it, to make it happen. Okay, come on, come on, just make it happen. No more procrastinating. I mean, procrastinating is a horrible thing, because you keep saying, I'll do it tomorrow. Well, you got today, right? You got today. Even if you have 15 minutes a day, even if you have 7 minutes a day, those little bit of time, those incremental time that you have can make a difference. And I'm learning that. Like sometimes I'm spending 8 minutes on something, or 10 minutes on something, and then another 10 minutes on something else. But I'm constantly making progression. I'm constantly uh, making some type of advancement. I'm not sitting, letting it sit still. I'm not like putting it off, and then you look back, weeks have gone by, you've not done anything. Like you have to make some progression, right? There is a beginning, but you want to get to the end. And so that's what I'm here today to talk about. In the beginning, in the beginning, there is a beginning, but there's also an end. And that's where we want to get to in our writing. I want to thank you for joining the book spot this evening. I want to thank you for viewing it live. And if there's a question, is there a comment, feel free to type that in. Um, But definitely check it out and definitely share the video with other people. This is on the Book Spot 1926 on YouTube, and you who are my Facebook friend, share this with somebody. You know, somebody that's struggling. They keep talking about a book and they ain't really done anything. Just share it with them. Say, look, come on, let's get with the program. This guy's been talking about it. He's making things happen. You know, go on and let's do it. So thank you, folks. I appreciate you. I've had a good time talking about in the beginning book writing. You got to get a start and you just got to progress. I appreciate you for liking this video and definitely share it because somebody's life will never be the same once they've written their book. Thank you so much.